Hey Aries, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for the next 72 hours. We are going to do a flame forecast, a little bit of a candle read, and then we'll get into the tarot. I'm reading with Millennial Tarot tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get into it here, Aries, see what we got going on for you. Aries, I do have personals open right now. I have a 3-question video reading sale. It is $25.25. You get it within 48 hours. It is going to close out though on Friday, August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested, get your hands on that. Details are down below, Aries. Let's go ahead and begin here and see what we've got for you. There's something you've been having a hard time seeing. I do feel like that's going to change though. Okay, I feel like that's something that is about to change. You've had a hard time making sense of this. Seems like there's been a fog. You know, I feel like that's about to lift. It looks like it could involve a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. Some of you, it's an air sign. Somebody with strong air in their chart. Something's getting a little bit tense around you, Aries. I feel like there's some competition. This could be for a job. It could be for like a certain task in your place of work. Some of you, there might be a schedule change. That could be where the tension lies. Is like, you know, certain people on this shift aren't doing that and blah, blah, blah. And why do we get stuck with this type of work? It's giving me that energy here, Aries. I feel like there's also a person here who's kind of coming undone. They're coming undone. So I feel like there's something about that here too. Somebody is just kind of unraveling and you're seeing it. I feel like you're seeing this play out in real time. The letter A could be significant. The letter C. V. Someone here might drive a truck, or somebody connected with someone who drives a truck. There's something coming through about this person here. I feel like some of you, that's going to be more of a hint. It's more of a confirmation is how this feels to me. You might not be the person who drives the truck, but it could be a person that you are connected with here that's coming through. They might have bad posture. There's something about that too. It's a matter of why. I feel like there's a person here who, like whoever this is that's coming through, I feel like they're thinking about you while they're driving. Somebody's thinking about you a lot on their drive. Like they don't even remember, like, how did I get from point A to point B? I've just been thinking about Aries. You know, it's giving me that energy here. Somebody thinking about you a lot. Oh, some of you, this person's involved. Some of you, it's a Pisces or a Capricorn. Virgo. I feel like there's an exchange here as well, like a hand-to-hand exchange in the next 72 hours. Like you give me this, I'll give you that. Here's the keys. Here's, you know, I'm getting something like that here. Sign this document. Yeah, Aries, we're 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Tonight I'm using the Millennial Tarot. See what we got coming through for you, Aries, in your flame forecast for the next 72 hours. This is for Aries. I've been having a lot of fun with this deck, you all. Just to let you know, I know that it's like some of the older folks in here, they're going to be like, that these cards sound so silly, but I agree they do, but they're so fun. Let's see what else we have. Some of you could be considering getting a van. There's something significant about vehicles coming through here. Like maybe this is like RV, like you're looking into an RV, or maybe you already have one. There's something about this here that you're getting into. You have the King of Thoughts as your overall energy. It says grown-ass man. Okay, so King of Thoughts is King of Swords. Okay, I do think some of you over the next 72 hours, Aries, could be meeting with an older man. I feel like this is a boss or a professional of some sort. I feel like they could be helping you sort through something here, and it could have to do with, you know, a vehicle, right? It might be a professional here who's, you know, teaching you something about like RVs or whatever, you know, like I feel like there's conversation here. This says van life. It's a chariot, Cancerian energy. Some of you could be moving on from a Cancerian or a Scorpio, but you have the Five of Feels underneath it. This is a card that says the ick. So yeah, this is Five of Cups energy. So I feel like there could be someone here who's a little bit disappointed in the fact that there's forward movement happening here for you or away from them. So there's something about that coming through here as well, Aries, a person who's feeling upset because you're moving forward. And I think that the reason this person is feeling upset is because they should have spoken when they had the chance, right? I feel like a lot of you spoke your mind, like you were in the King of Thoughts, King of Swords energy, and you spoke your mind and somebody didn't return that energy, right? And so I feel like they are feeling deep regret because you're moving forward. You're not playing any kind of game here, Aries. This person could have been acting shady because you have a card that says acting shady. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm dead serious, Aries. Like, this is Seven of Swords, Seven of Thoughts here in this deck, but Seven of Swords is a card that represents trickery, theft, deception. It literally says, like, it literally says on the card, acting shady. So yeah, I do feel like a lot of you, this person was in that energy. Some of you, like, maybe it sounds wild to you because this could be something that was actually said, you know, like you could have said, like, you're acting shady, you're acting weird, right? And then you have the quarter life crisis card underneath it, which is judgment. So yeah, there is an awakening happening, or somebody is trying to rectify this situation here with you, Aries. It could be a Scorpio or a fellow Aries maybe, or somebody who has Aquarius rising. But yeah, when it comes to this energy, like, this is crazy. This is crazy. You have the Three of Swag over here. I'm going to be pulling some clarifiers. That's why I'm just kind of jumping around. But Three of Swag is Three of Pentacles. It says work besties. I feel like somebody's trying to get close to you for some in the workplace here. Somebody could definitely be trying to get closer to you. I also feel like there's this energy of like someone kind of hovering, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to talk to you about this, and they're just like, you know, it's giving me that vibe where somebody is around and you want them to not be, right? So you can talk to whoever this is, or vice versa, they want to talk to you but there's too many people around. You have the High Priestess, the festival goer. Some of you could be a festival goer, maybe you're a Bonnaroo person or whatever, right, Aries? But I do feel that with the High Priestess card showing up like this, you have a way of uplifting folks around you. And I know that a lot of people don't think that that's like a quality that Aries has, because, you know, Aries can be a little short-tempered and whatnot, a little bit impatient, but it really feels like you bring the fun, you bring the life, you bring the laughs. Some of you could have some Leo in your chart as well, or some Pisces in your chart. But when it comes to this energy here, I do feel like you know how to have a good time. Somebody wants to have a good time with you. Maybe they want to go to a festival or a concert with you. They want to see you outside of work. So I feel like there is a person here who wants to, you know, have a genuine connection with you outside of work. They're wondering if that would, you know, like if that's something that could transpire. So let's get some clarifiers here for you, Aries. The Patriarchy, the Emperor. That took a sharp turn, didn't it? This is your card though, Aries, the Emperor, okay? Some of you, there could be a little bit of a disagreement with a person here. Maybe that's why you've moved on from them, okay? Ooh-wee. Okay, Aries, some of you, what I'm about to say is maybe going to surprise or shock you, but you have this imposter syndrome card here. I feel like there's a person who played it off like they were emperor. Like, you know, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. They had this false confidence, you know. I feel like they were leading with this mask. And I actually feel like, you know, for example, if this is a person who's like, say if you're a woman and you're talking to a man, right? And they have all these opinions. They seem to be full of opinions about women. You know what I mean? I feel like for some of you, that could be why you moved on from this energy. That you could have caught the ick. Five of Feels is right underneath that Chariot card, right? So that's that forward movement because you're disappointed in the way that this situation is going. You're like, what a disappointment this person is. You know, and then this imposter syndrome card is showing up here. I feel like this has to do with like a deep-rooted rejection wound, you know, and that's the energy that I'm getting here. So for some of you, that may be a surprise because this person seems very confident on the outside and you're like, okay, they're a little full of themselves, so let me just kind of like back off here. But I feel like they actually feel about 2 inches tall. So yeah, I mean, That's the energy that I get here, and they kind of overcompensate with that. Now, for others of you, this could have to do with imposter syndrome when it comes to whatever it is that you do for work. I feel like you're going to be in the lead here with something. I don't know why that's coming through in that manner, but you know, maybe you work in sales, but the Chariot to the Emperor, I feel like some of you are going to be moving up in whatever it is that you do for work. Maybe you're a little bit concerned about, can I fill these shoes? You know, I think the answer is yes, Aries. Give yourself some time. We have stay-at-home dad, King of Feels. Oh, that's cute. Look at this cute card. I love that. King of Feels is actually King of Cups energy. It's showing up overacting shady. Okay. Oh, Aries. My goodness, what is going on here in your read? These, you know, I've come to the conclusion that even though I like this deck, it brings out some messy stories, doesn't it? You know, when it comes to this energy here, showing up over top of acting shady and the quarter life crisis energy present here, I feel like there is a person who is not really who they say they are, which we already kind of saw that with one individual here, didn't we? But I do feel like this person is trying to step into that energy. They're trying to soften. They're trying to be someone different. And I think that's why they're showing up in your reading. You have the Fool showing up, the Millennial. You have the Fool showing up here. So yeah, I feel like they're seeing you move forward and they're like, wow, why is Aries moving forward? And they're like, oh, it's because, you know, 1111 on the camera. Maybe they're a little bit aggressive in their opinions. Maybe they're a little bit, you can tell they're wounded and they know that you can see that. And, you know, it's kind of triggered this awakening within them. Now, for others of you, I do feel like this, Seven of Swords energy, this acting shady energy, and this King of Cups showing up. I do wonder for some of you who have a child with this person, just because the stay-at-home dad card showed up here. I do feel like some of you, a relationship could have gotten lost in like duties and obligations and things of that nature. So something shady could have definitely gone down here. I feel like if that's for you though, you know about it. Judgment and the Fool showing up. Somebody may want to have a new start here. Not sure if you're going to take that, but yeah, we got Aquarius energy. We got Scorpio, Aries. Let's see what else we have. Let's look over here, Aries. The Three of Pentacles. Life Coach, Knight of Vibes. Oh, some of you, I feel like this could be something that you're getting into here. Maybe you're wanting to do life coaching, right? But you know, the Three of, maybe that's why you're wanting to talk with someone alone. I feel like some of you, you're not wanting somebody to like jump on this train here. That is the Knight of Wands, for those of you who are wondering. I feel like a person keeps kind of rushing in when you're trying to talk about something serious as well. There's a person who just like will not get out the way when you're trying to communicate on a deeper level with someone, or vice versa. Like I said, somebody could be trying to talk with you and there's always someone hovering. Ooh. Aries, some of you, if this isn't someone at work who's crushing on you or wanting to talk with you about something serious, I feel like this could be a person who's wanting to come towards you, but they're like, God, Aries person is always around. I don't know when I should come towards them. Yeah. They're wanting to talk about something serious, though, whoever this Knight of Wands is. Some of you, it's a Sagittarius. Now, clarifying the High Priestess, you have the Ten of Vibes, which is the Ten of Wands. It's burnout. I feel like some of you, maybe it's time for a trip. Maybe it's time for a vacation to get away from this energy of burnout. That could, like, maybe it's time for, you know, a festival or a concert, whatever. Maybe you need a little bit of fun in your life after a period of burnout. Why is all this coming through for a 72-hour period? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, listen. Yeah, I feel like there's a conversation happening there with that King of Cups, though. Whoever that energy is that was acting shady, seems like there's a conversation there. But yeah, Aries, a lot of this stuff sounded crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Lots of different stories there, but that's what I'm seeing for you. Don't forget that I am reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, Aries. So you're more than welcome to check out your other signs. You could also check out that deal that I have going on. It is a 3-question video reading. It is $25.25. You get it within 48 hours, okay? That is going to close out on Friday, August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so get your hands on it if you're interested. Details are down below. All right, Aries, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time. Y'all take care.